Today's video is going to be an interesting look on how Pokemon has become Digimon, and I'm going to show you examples with every single generation. But with that said, I want you all to know that Patreon is going strong for me with several rewards for those who pledge. I greatly appreciate any support given to funding this show directly. Before I jump into the video, if you have no idea what Digimon is, in short, it was a rivaling series with Pokemon within the 90s, where children attempted to save a digital world with their partner monsters by battling and defeating other Digimon. Put simply, it was like Pokemon, but different. Now, let's run the intro and jump into the video, where even the biggest fans of both Pokemon and Digimon might be surprised to learn of this theory. In the beginning, Digimon and Pokemon kind of coincided each other. It doesn't matter which one really came first because the result was Pokemon being a global success and Digimon was slightly successful as well, but not to the degree of Pokemon. Generation 1 introduced the concept of digitalizing Pokemon into the PC and capturing them into Pokeballs by turning them into energy or possibly digital information. And you could go as far to say that the Pokemon Porygon is very similar to Digimon in that it can go inside of a computer. Generation 2, Pokemon could hold items. This correlates to the crest and tags with Season 1 of Digimon in the anime. This might be a minor point, but mine are all the same. And Generation 2 also started introducing unique moves like Sacred Fire, similar to Digimon having a set of unique moves to themselves that no other Digimon had. And if that wasn't enough, Generation 2 introduced the Steel type and Dark type, similar to Digimon, where Metal or Digimon like Devimon were evil. Generation 3 began to alter and change the designs of Pokemon. Some would imply subjectively that in this way they look a lot like Digimon had been designed prior in the past. Generation 4 introduced the concept of higher godlike entities, like the 4 Digimon on the Spear Pillar, like Machine Dramon and Metal Sea Dramon. Within the remakes as well of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, items that are holdable allowed for certain Pokemon to change forms, like Giratina and Sky Shaman. Similar again to Digimon using different eggs in Season 2 to change their forms as well and bypass the restrictions on Digivolution in that season. Generation 5 introduced the concept of DNA and fusing, like Season 2 of Digimon, wherein there was DNA digivolving and fusing together 2 champions to make an ultimate. Yes, that actually did happen, and it was pretty cool, and just like Kyrium, there are fusions within Pokemon. Although limited, they still exist. Generation 6 is what introduced us to Mega Evolution. A really awesome concept with trainer of the Pokemon was required to wear a Mega Stone and strengthen their bond with the Pokemon to cause Mega Evolution, a temporary state of power higher than that of the final evolution of the Pokemon. Adding to Mega Evolution, it's very similar to Tags and Crests once again, as aforementioned in Digimon Season 1, where it was required to have a special bond with the Digimon to temporarily digivolve them into their ultimate forms. However, there was one state even higher, which was called a Mega State within Digimon, the series itself. So it's very similar to Mega Evolution and Mega Digimon. Generation 7 is the one that introduced the idea of special moves, more unique than normal. Whereas there were special moves, just like Ho-Oh and Sacred Fire, there are now Z moves and these ultimate attacks that once again take inspiration from the Tags and Crests. These are the ultimate attacks. These special moves could be similar also to Season 2 when the Digimon were finding the eggs that would allow the Digimon to take new forms and bypass the Digivolution restrictions that I've already mentioned, ultimately helping them to gain new, more powerful moves to overcome the enemy, just like how the golden egg was found by Vmon. On top of this, these egg variations could be related and correlated with Pokemon and items that are required for evolution, like metal coats, evolution stones, and potential locations as well, like Mossy Rock or Icy Rock. One of the things I would like to emphasize, though, is that the wormholes in Ultra Sun and Moon are gates to different areas, different dimensions, different locations, and once again, this could correlate and be seen as just like entering into the digital world in different areas within the real world in Digimon itself. I know it's kind of hard to keep track of, but there were not only just the digital world, there were multiple worlds as well, just like the digital world, the real world, and then there were other dimensions where wishes could come true. It's pretty crazy. Digimon the anime is definitely different than Pokemon, but with that said, the wormholes could be seen as gateways, just like the digital world had gateways. And on top of all of that, personally, I never particularly related Digimon to Pokemon until much later in the series for both of them. But that said, one of the biggest reasons Pokemon had come closer to Digimon recently is because of the Ultra Beasts. It's even in their names. I mean, they are the Ultra, the ultimate form of these monsters, just like Digimon being able to attain the ultimate form. Digimon, like Metal Greymon, were at one point in time considered the ultimate form. Just like these Ultra Beasts could be considered the most powerful monsters in Pokemon. And they also look very similar to Digimon. Aside a few Pokemon here and there, like Mr. Mime, Jinx, Hitmonchan, or Hitmonlee, the Ultra Beasts mostly appear human, just like in the way Digimon often change their appearances in the series. Compare War Greymon to some of the Ultra Beasts, and you'll see exactly what I'm getting at. To finish this video off, though, I want to point out that by understanding this, it doesn't mean that any series is being ripped off or one is worse or better subjectively to the other one, and that you should feel bad because of these things. Rather, it's interesting to see the additions to a series that has been taken. It works in another series and is being applied here to this series in a very interesting way. I think it makes Pokemon way better to take things that work from Digimon and put it in their series and make it completely different or attuned to their specific series. All the points I've made are factual, but can be applied to a subjective degree. Like, for example, how far is an Ultimate Beast design in comparison to Digimon? Is it kind of similar, or is it identical to almost a T? That's really subjectively on you to decide. The series borrows similar things here and there, and that doesn't make it bad, worse, or better than another series. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultra Sun and Moon are amazing, and so is Digimon, so feel free to enjoy both in your own time. If you enjoyed this video, though, please leave me a big like and share this video where you can. It's absolutely free and helps support the show, especially if you're not going to donate on Patreon. I don't expect anyone to, but again, liking and sharing the video is absolutely free, which helps to get this video out. YouTube's recommendation system and alert system, and YouTube in general, is pretty ridiculous, which is why a lot of my views are kind of down, generally speaking. I mean, it's really crazy if you think about it, because there's been times where I've been able to get videos up to 100K, 1 million even, and now sometimes I get 10K, which again, I'm not downplaying whatsoever. I absolutely love you guys supporting these videos, but I do feel that the comments I get about not being alerted to things, by liking and sharing this video and letting other people see it and letting people know and posting it in forums about Pokemon, it would be really helpful to me, because then it lets people see, hey, you know what, maybe YouTube didn't notify me, and now I can see the video. So that's all I'm saying there, ladies and gentlemen. You can feel free to do whatever you want. If you didn't like the video, you can also feel free to leave a constructive comment down in the section below telling me what I could do better for the show. I've tried dressing up and improving the show that way. I mean, I got the hat here. Your boy Blastoise is in the house. But if there's anything else I can do you think I need better lighting? Do you think I need different posters? Do you think I need decorations? This is a pretty homey feel, and I try to keep it that way. I want you guys to feel welcome in my videos instead of some standoffish, you'll never know me, things like that. Me and you, ladies and gentlemen, we're a community. Let's keep it that way. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and I wish you the best, ladies and gentlemen.